If you're searching for a new job, you know it's not the easiest market to navigate right now.
It is not. The current U.S. unemployment rate is sitting around 4.3%, and job openings are slightly lower than last year. Rachel Sheer knows all about this world. She's one of the owners of the Grapevine Agency and authors of an upcoming book, Straight from the Grapevine, How to Crush Your Job Search. Rachel joins ARC Seattle this morning. Rachel, how are you this morning?
Good. How are you guys?
Doing
Good,
pretty
thanks.
well. Thank you. Thanks for joining us. So tell us about your agency, The Grapevine. How did you get started in this crazy world?
Yeah, so, I come from the world of the entertainment industry, and that was over 20 years ago. And I just realized there was a need for good support out there. And this was pre-LinkedIn days, before all the resources. So my partner Lori and I decided to create an agency to make it easier for people to find jobs.
Well, congratulations. You're certainly fulfilling a need. So one piece that you all give, one piece of advice, I should say, that you all give is not spiraling during a job search, especially since rejection is a big part of the process. What is your advice to just keeping your head up?
Yeah, rejection, it's sort of redirection, right? It doesn't mean no forever. It's just sort of no for right now. So you can use it as an opportunity to sharpen your skills, to polish your materials, and, to really practice until you get to that right interview.
I know that your agency likens job searching to matchmaking. What's the comparison there? What does that mean?
Yeah, we really feel that it has to be a match on both ends, sort of like dating, right? Both parties need to sign off on it if it's going to be a fit. So we like to say that, yes, the employer interviews the employee, but it's the other way around as well, to make sure it's a good match on both ends.
I like that. And a follow-up question, landing a job that aligns with your values. You say that that's critical in the long run. Why?
Absolutely. You want to make sure, it's not just about a resume or a job description. You want to make sure there's alignment, which means the core values align, the company culture aligns, even things like your commute. Is this going to be a great long-term fit and not burn you out every day commuting an hour? So there's so many other factors to make sure that this job is in alignment with who you really are and what you want to be doing long term.
Rachel, you talked about your experience in Hollywood and managing high-profile personalities. What did that teach you, and how can that be applied to anyone that's searching for a job right now?
It taught me a lot, that's for sure. Really how to read a room, anticipate your boss's needs is so important, and discretion. Really, number one is making sure you're protecting the privacy of these high-profile people that you're working for.
Another topic you touch on is knowing when to walk away from a job or a potential job. What kinds of red flags are you looking for?
We always tell our candidates to find out about the history of the role, to make sure it wasn't a revolving door. That's a really big red flag that sometimes it's overlooked because people don't ask that in the interview. Very important question to find out what was going on this desk or in this job before this interview. And follow your instincts always. If you feel like something might be off or they keep switching the interview time and you just feel like there's something not right, listen to your intuition because it'll always guide you.
I know that there has to be some people watching at home right now who have been, searching for a job for quite some time. Maybe they've faced constant rejection. Any piece of advice for that person, and what would that be?
I would say lean on your mentors. It's a great place to start. This person knows you. Maybe they're a reference on your reference list. That's always a really good place to start when it comes to mentors, but just somebody who validates you and knows your worth and can give you that little boost of confidence when it gets overwhelming.
Sometimes all we need is a boost of confidence,
That's
right?
right.
So Rachel, when will your book be out, and where can people find your book?
Yeah, so anywhere that books are sold, it's up for pre-sale now, actually, but it comes out on March 3rd. And you can follow us on @Grapevine Agency on Instagram. That's a great way to follow us and get all the tips and tricks, and also our job list, which has a lot of openings right now.
I love that. Rachel, congratulations on the book. Look forward to reading it, and thanks for your time on ARC Seattle this morning.